Hello. Good morning. Okay. Okay. Good morning, E-dubs. It's just to be doing a very casual drawing stream while I occasionally yap about something. Hope the audio is okay, if we care. This music is so loud in my ears. Oh well. Just tune out all the voices in my head if I make the music loud. Okay. For the first time for my art stream, I'm using the art. I use the art that I'm drawing on stream for the thumbnail, and not clickbaiting everyone with art that I did previously, and then drawing something completely different. Not that it matters, but we're just gonna be making doodles of whatever I feel like it. It's early in the morning. It's not early. It's not that early, but you know, it's morning. I'm trying to figure out how do I there. That's her. Okay. Oops. All right. I didn't plan far ahead. I got up early today. Didn't really have plans. Well, I have plans later this afternoon, but I figured since I was up early this morning and I was already drawing, I figured I'd just do it on a stream. Good morning, Alden. Welcome in. What? Okay. Good, you. I don't. Did I just say how are you? I don't remember, but I hope you are doing well. Assuming that it's not a bot talking, but you know it is what it is. You know, honestly, whenever you see someone that you're not like super close with, the polite thing would be to be like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" It's a very default thing to say, but my default stance is always just say, "I'm good, I'm good." Because what else are you gonna say? You're not gonna like bother somebody with how your day's actually going, especially if it's not good, right? I frequently see someone and they always ask, "How are you?" And I'm always just end up having to say, "Good, good." Like, I'm not gonna bother you with my life. Just stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. Have fun drawing. Keep on drawing. I really should have just stayed in bed longer. My eyes are getting tired. The day hasn't even started yet. Honestly, I'm glad that I'm an early riser type of person. When I was younger, I used to be someone that would like be in bed and not get up until like 11 or 12 p.m. But when you wake up that late, it kind of feels like your day is so short. But if you wake up in the morning, early morning, you feel like you have like a whole day ahead of you to do things, whether it's productive or not. But I guess it's kind of different if you wake up late, but you also go to bed late. I guess when I was younger, I was going to bed at like 2 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m. I guess that makes sense. But there's the people who like can sleep in bed for like 10 hours or something like that, or like 10 to 12 hours. I think more than 8, I guess. This is crazy stuff to me. I don't know if I've ever slept that long before. How does the thumb look? Yeah, his thumb is too small. I guess for a stream called Art and Chat, I probably should be chatting. It's Saturday. It's a weekend. I'm free. I have plans in the afternoon. Yesterday, my cousin and her friend planned a surprise baby shower for my other cousin. Our other cousin, I guess I would say. It's very pink themed. I think originally I thought maybe it was pink because my cousin likes Hello Kitty, which I think that is one of the reasons, but I also found out there that she's having a girl, so that also fits. So that helps a lot when it comes to the planning and decorating. Thank you, Sally. How's it going, Cole? And also, hello, Sally. The great thing about drawing outfits is that if you just put in enough sketches and just willy-nilly put in lines, you can sort of make it look like it's real. I wish I could do that with the feet because I'm struggling with the feet. I don't know how feet work. That's fine. Whatever. Fake until you make it. But, yeah. Had a little surprise baby shower. Apparently my cousin who the baby shower was for, she shared that apparently she doesn't like surprises all that much. So, you know, she said that she said that she loved it. But she's also very much like she wants like pictures. She wants to look good in pictures and stuff like that. And she came not thinking that'd be anything special, so she came looking like, you know, a tired pregnant woman would look. Just in sweats and a baggy sweater that didn't fit her because her belly protruded out quite a bit. Yeah, good time. Ordered some Chinese food, ordered some Viet food, boba. Had some cake that I now have half of in my freezer because no one wanted to take it home. Are you gonna color the drawing? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not the greatest when it comes to coloring, so I usually just try not to. But honestly, I think this year, yo, these feet looking like butt. How do you draw? This doesn't look right. Hang on. If the mood hits, I can consider coloring it, but it wouldn't be anything fancy. I'm really not good at coloring. But I've been putting effort to coloring things this year. Hello, Bombite. Good morning. How do you draw people crossing their legs? Why does it not look right? Like that? Like that? Did I draw the wrong... No, wait, what? Hang on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out the... I kind of did this without really putting too much guidelines. I didn't plan this. I just drew a blob and hoped that it would work, but I'm getting confused now. This leg. Alright, and then this leg would cross over into here. That should look right. That's right? And then the toe would be here. Toe would be here. It'd be cool if you drew it on yellow or blue. We'll see. I mean, I'm technically drawing this with a light blue, or not light blue, a dark blue pencil. Okay, whatever. What is she looking? I don't know. Whatever's on the left side of your monitor, I guess. But yeah, something while we were hanging out at the baby shower, just like talking with the cousins and everything. I apparently learned a lot about my cousin's family, who I knew of them, but I never really saw them all that much growing up, and also now, I guess. And just hearing her talk about her family and how kind of like crazy they are about certain things, I was like, this is very surprising considering that I have been alive for like over 30 years. But bro, how do you draw feet? Oh my god, I am not. Maybe I just, what if I just don't show shoes? Listen, don't be startled, but she might be just go barefoot. I can't figure out the shoes. I'm kind of drawing with something, but it's so hard to draw fingers. Yeah, fingers are hard to get to like draw well. At least when it comes to hands, you can have a reference like directly by looking at your own hand. So if you ever feel like you're struggling with certain things, you can just look at yourself. But what am I doing? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, hello. Morning, Urban. Or I guess it's not morning for you. Yeah, it's an early stream. I figured I woke up early and I had time to kill before lunchtime and my plans this afternoon. Like I'm already drawing. So might as well. Alright, I'm zooming in on her feet. Toes incoming. Why would you care what your cousin thinks? So, I'm assuming that's a response to my post on Blue Sky yesterday. It wasn't. So the situation was that we were chatting about. I had briefly mentioned that my cousin who's pregnant. She was talking about her family, about her siblings and her family, and just in general about how they're kind of like crazy about certain things. I don't want to go into specifics. And the pregnant cousin is relatively like normal in the sense that like she's like an extrovert, she's socialized, she's like does normal things. Like it's things that you would probably expect like a normie to do, a normie to like act, I guess. And then my other cousin who planned the surprise baby shower for her, she's talking about how like, you know, she mentioned that her husband had like casually commented another time about how like, how is it that you and their other friend who was there and also has like a sister that's kind of like whatever, like how is it that you guys are like so normal in the family and everyone else is like something, you know, not normal, I guess. And then the friend had pointed out saying like, oh, what about me? Like like what about me? I think it's meant to be like a very casual, like I don't take offense to it, but I remember thinking like, oh, he considers me not normal. And obviously my cousin was like downplaying it, being like, no, he didn't mean it like that kind of thing. Like it's not like a bad thing. And I'm like, I get it. Like sitting and thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I can see that. I can see why. I know that like by like normie standards, I wouldn't be classified as normal. But I guess like hearing someone like saying it, I was just like, oh. But like at the time, I kind of like just like brushed it off. I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I wouldn't be compared to like you guys. It wasn't until after we were done and I went home that I was just like, so he thinks I'm not normal. I guess that's how like people view me, I guess. Is she sitting on something? Yeah, she's sitting on like air. I didn't think about it. She's just posing. But it's very, I was just like thinking like, like I know like I'm not considered like normal, but at the very least I know that I'm not like crazy? I don't know. I guess it would explain like how people on the outside view me, and that's probably why I don't have like a super close-knit like group of friends who like invite me to a lot of like things and outings and stuff like that. That's why I don't have like a I mean this in like real life. I don't mean like online kind of thing. That's different, because like obviously I have like people online that apparently like to hang out or whatever and all that stuff. And obviously the concept of normal is very different, and you know, I'm obviously looking in the spectrum of like what society would deem as normal, like people who like to socialize, who like to hang out with friends, coworkers, who go partying, who enjoy a sport. I don't know. I don't like for them, I don't know what they would consider I don't know what they would consider normal. It must be the whole extrovertedness, the socializing stuff, because they're all extroverts. They all know how to like chat up with people and like, you know, all that stuff. And I'm very much like, I try my best, but I think it's also in the way that I talk that it's also very like awkward. Like I've tried acting normal. I think compared to like how I was when I was younger, I've gotten better. And it could be cute if her shoes should have flowers or something. I gave up on the shoes. I'm not drawing shoes on her. I'm drawing bare ass feet. I gave up on shoes. I don't know. I kind of like it's stupid to have let it get to me. But I guess like I'm the type of person that like whenever something is negative is said about like me or my character, I kind of just like mull over it for like a long time, for like the rest of my life type of thing. I don't let it affect like my day-to-day life, but I think it does affect me in some ways. And I don't mean it in the sense that like he shouldn't have said anything about that, or like he's like fucked up for saying it, because obviously if you're gonna feel a way, you're gonna feel a way about somebody. It's more like it's I wish it was more like, yeah, he thinks I'm like not normal, but like, you know, I'm still me and I should be proud of me, but that requires having like confidence in yourself, which I don't. So I just kind of like, I'll just live with it until the day I die. Also, Nonali, thanks for the 37 months. You're the most normal of the friends I have? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, it could explain a lot of things about why, like, I am the way I am. Why I, like, don't have this urge to, like, be in a relationship, have kids, get married, in whatever order you'd prefer, kind of thing, because I don't know. We were also talking about like, you know, getting married, having kids and all that stuff when I was hanging out with my cousins, because they're talking about like, oh, like one of the cousin who threw the baby shower was pregnant and has her like a 1-year-old like kid and everything, and like we have an expecting mom, and then we have the cousin's friend who wants to have kids. She's currently just in a steady relationship right now. I'm trying to see the hair that she has. You mean the hair? You want to see her hair? Here you go. I appreciate that Sally is trying to keep me in check to not let me get distracted. They're very concerned about the drawing. Here you go. Here's the hair. Normies who think themselves the normal ones aren't terribly normal. That dude is probably on sports bets. He is very big on sports. He loves baseball, and they named their kid after I won't give their name, but their kid is kind of partially named after a baseball player. My current therapy is trying to make connections and friends in my town, since I only have friends online, and let me tell you, I'm failing hard at that. Yeah, you have to really be a certain type of like, you have to really be a certain type of person to be able to make friends like in person. I don't know. Well, I know how people do it. I just like when you're someone that's like introverted, or you're like kind of like socially like not like, what's the word? Socially confident, I guess. It's hard. That's why it's the same thing about the whole dating stuff. It's like this is why I can't like bring myself to really talk to anyone on like apps and all that stuff to try to like form a connection and all that. It requires like you have to like, I don't know. There's like social cues and stuff that you have to be able to read, and also just know how to hold a conversation with people. I've tried. I try to, but you also have to like, I don't know. I can't bring myself to care enough. I think my problem stems from the fact that like I don't necessarily need to be like a normal person. Like I don't want to be the type that like goes out and hangs out with friends all the time and like is into sports and like the normie stuff, right? I just want to at least like pass off as someone that like, you know, is normal enough that you don't like, bro, I am struggling so hard with feet. This has never been an issue before. Why am I struggling so hard? Like I've never drawn someone in, I guess maybe I haven't really drawn someone in this pose before. Oh my god, I'm struggling. The struggles of an artist that can't draw her fucking feet. I don't know. I guess in my head, instead of being like desperate to have friends, I kind of am just trying to accept that, like, you know, I have the friends that I have. I have the people that I have, and the healthy way to see it is just to accept that you are the way you are, and if there's people that don't like you for that, then you just, you know, you don't bother with them. But I think I care too much about how people think. So now I'm just like overthinking about like, should I be changing how I interact with people? But that's just like too hard. Yeah, feet is hard to draw. I don't usually struggle this much, but this is mostly because like she's in a new pose that I'm just not like comfortable with drawing, so it all looks wrong. Trying to make friends locally, but I don't click with their views and values. Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't know. I'm just hoping that whenever I see him again, I can just act normal. I don't want it to like, I don't want them to like think that like it's, or I don't want them to know that it's a sort of thing that kind of affects me a little bit, because that's like so like, that's childish on my part. One of the things that like we had casually brought up was like, is it because like it's possible that he just isn't like familiar with like introverted people. I think all of his friends and all the people that's been in his life are all like quite extroverted. Even though my cousin says that she's introverted, she's someone that like, she needs her recharge time, but she also is the type that like can actively like socialize and stuff like that. So she probably is a little bit more extroverted than she thinks, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like how much extroverted I am, or introverted I am, that he doesn't like quite jive with. I don't know. He's also very like macho. Not macho. That's not the right way. He's the type of person that doesn't really understand things like we were having a discussion about like mental health stuff. And him and, well, also my cousin too, they like very much didn't understand the concept of like someone being so mentally like unwell that they'd want to like, you know, end everything, and how like they should just like get over it and like just do something, which like on paper that sounds like that is like the move, right? You should, like, if you're like feeling like life is like meaningless, or like you want to like end your life, you are supposed to like, you know, find the means to pick yourself up and just continue like living and like get over the things that you're dealing with. But the way they see it is they think it's just being like over dramatic and being like lazy or something like that. They don't quite understand like the intricacies behind like mental illness and stuff. So I'm like sitting there trying to explain to them that, like, you know, it's easy to say it, but like if you're someone that like is mentally just like not capable of exerting that sort of like energy because of X and X, then like, you know, it's not that easy. But they don't quite understand that. It's, which is interesting because they're not that much older. In fact, my cousin is younger than me, so I guess that's like the normie standard of like thinking. Which obviously in this day and age is like, you know, it's pretty, it'd be probably classified as not normal to not understand that, but you're too focused on this guy's bad take. It's because I'm not normal. It's because I'm not normal, Bombite. It's because I overthink all the time. That's what makes me not normal. It's whatever. I had my small bout of like weeping last night about it. Like, it's something that I'll always like live on in my head, but it's not something that I'm going to like I was gonna say it's not something I'm gonna dwell on forever. It's something that I'll always have a passing thought about because that's how it is with all negative things that are said about me. But I'm still gonna like just like live my life and just try not to be bad, I guess. I'm trying to do the challenge that my friend made, and it's hard. Like, what the theme is flower, and I don't know what to do with a flower. A flower? If you don't have a favorite flower to choose from, you can just do something like a simple flower. You can just even do something as simple as a dandelion, which is just like a white circle. Good luck with your challenge. Sally's got her priorities straight. You ever do the Bochi the Rock thing? Wearing something related to your hobby and interest and hope it'll start a conversation, but it never happens naturally? No. I've also never watched Bochi, so I don't really know what it's about. Oh, my jaw. The thing is that I had someone in middle school who I was like decently good friends with. And on the last year of middle school, or like towards the end of like the last year, we had these like autograph books where you can have your friends and teachers sign it, kind of like a yearbook, but there wasn't any pictures or anything. Thanks, Sally. Good luck with your challenge. And in the autograph book, he wrote something to the effects of like, well, he said like, you know, the normal stuff, but then he also said like, oh, you have a problem when it comes to like the anime stuff. You should go see a doctor. Probably because me and a few other friends, we were like really obsessed with like anime, specifically like Yu-Gi-Oh. We were in that stage where we'd be like kind of cringy with like the anime husbandos and everything. I think after I read and wrote that, I took that very much to heart, and I kind of like limited myself with how much I show off like my interest in like my hobbies and like anime stuff. So I still enjoyed the anime and the hobbies and whatever and stuff, but I was very like kind of casual about it. Like, I didn't really come off being like really obsessive as much, unless I was like doing it online. Like in person, I'd keep it on the down low. Like, it sounds like a mean thing to say, and yeah, I guess like I wouldn't want someone saying that to anyone else. I would be upset for them, but in my head, I'm just like, I'll just take this as a learning lesson to try to be normal about things. I guess. I don't know. I guess my fear comes from just like standing out too much and being like too weird. That's why I try to play off being like a normie in real life a little bit. I don't really delve into like my hobbies with people or like tell them about the things I like and all that stuff. Which I think in some ways has like kind of like stunted me as a person, as like a unique person. That's why I always feel that I'm not very like there's nothing really unique about me, or like I don't have any like I just come off as a very boring person because I don't really do anything. it's easy to say that that might have stemmed from me not really like partaking in things as heavily, but that could just be an excuse. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. I guess I just maybe it's in my best interest to not ever hear anyone's opinions about me in real life anyway. I know it's like kind of different online because online is where like, you know, you're probably gonna be more likely to be around people that are similar to you and can understand you a little bit better. You can in real life too, but I guess because of all the potential like trauma that I've given myself, I've put upon myself because I care too much about what people think. I can never bring myself to really ever like be the way I am online in real life. That's why I do the normie things. Like I attempt to like, you know, go to house parties with the alcohol and all that stuff, and also like go traveling, do normie things, and get involved with the normie things like crazy bachelorette parties or weddings, or like put myself in uncomfortable situations, you know. Or like say yes to everything that my friends do because they're the normies and I'm trying to fit in. I don't know. That's about how much self-worth I have about myself, I guess. It is what it is. But I also know this sort of thing also affects how I like speak to people too. I always have this like sense whenever I say something, a certain thing, and people kind of like don't quite know how to respond to me, or like they're like kind of like fumbling around, not fumbling, but they kind of hesitate and they're like yeah, or I don't know. I guess I'm too overly sensitive to how people react to me and think of me. Like when people say, I don't know how to say it. Like I'll say something that I think is like a normal thing to say, and then they're like, they react in a way that's unexpected, I guess. Not in like a negative way, but like in a why did you say it? Why did you say that kind of way? I don't know. It's so hard to explain. Whatever. Whatever. Hang on. I have to look at my feet for a second. I have to make her pose and look at my feet. Is this right? No, it's not. Okay. Maybe that's what... Wait. Yeah, it's wrong. Okay. I was like, this isn't looking right. It's wrong. I have her feet flipped. Oh my god. I have her feet flipped. There we go. Should be like something like this more. That doesn't look right either though. Bro, I am struggling. Feet? Hang on. What's her exact pose? Hang on, I'm trying to... Okay, this foot is over here. And then she's doing that. Okay, whatever. Do you take compliments in the same way you take negative comments? I don't know. I guess I'm not really the type of person that really like, I've gotten better at like, have I? I don't really know. I don't really get compliments that often. It's like, you know, I don't get compliments that often, but I also don't get negative comments about my persons that often either. Like, I don't mean to say it in like a... I don't mean to say it in like a, you know, I'm always like getting people commenting about me. What was that? Thanks for the follow, Jazz Seal. But I think whenever people compliment me, I just always just like kind of like don't really believe it. As is expected when you're somebody that really thinks more about the negative than the positive. This is more in regards specifically about me and not about like people compliment me on my art plenty of times, which I'm like appreciative of, and I've gotten better at like being like thankful and just like being like, yeah, I can take a compliment type of thing. But like when it comes to my actual personal stuff, I don't know. I'm gonna cut her for fucking feet. I can't draw her feet. Oh my god, I'm fumbling. I haven't struggled in so long with feet. I feel like I'm usually pretty okay when it comes to feet, but I am struggling. Maybe it's because... No. Ah! I gotta finish. I'm gonna fucking do something. I'm gonna do something. Oh my god. So embarrassing. You gotta zoom in on the feet. You know, if I'm gonna struggle with it, I might as well just zoom in so you guys can think about her toes for a bit. Oh my god. I don't know. But shoes on for free? Yeah, why not? I don't know. I guess people in general don't really like comment on like my person as a whole that much. But I also don't go out of my way to try to get people to tell me about my person, you know? Like when I'm thinking about my like friends, I can say like, oh, this friend is like really confident in herself, and even though it's like sometimes over the top, she knows that like she loves herself and all that blah blah blah. And like I have another friend who's like, she's very much like a very caring person who knows how to take charge of things, and she's always looking out for people and all that stuff. And another one who's like, you know, she's always nice to everybody. She's always keeping an eye out for people, making sure no one's ever left out and blah blah blah. And for me, I'm just a person that's there and makes questionable jokes and is too blunt sometimes, you know. I don't know. How's it going, Broderick? Can't believe you got them hogs out. Being comfortable with yourself and accepting compliments are both skills. They take practice and maintenance, and you'll jab with yourself. Yeah, that's why I ain't got the skills for that. I tie my self-worth too much to the other people's opinions about me. I think the problem stems also because I'm that kind of person, like that I care too much, but at the same time I don't try to change myself to make it so that I can like get them to have different opinions about me because I let it bother me too much, so I want them to change. It's kind of like you're not doing yourself any favor. I'm gonna fucking freak out. I'm gonna freak out over these fucking toes. I'm gonna cut them off, I swear to fucking god. Now that these toes have been here for so long, I kind of want to like just hide them. Should I just put like flats on it and be done with it? I'm like so over this. I'm like so over. I can't believe I'm spending so much time on her fucking feet. I'm so over it. Ah. It's like I forgot what feet look like. It's like I haven't drawn feet in like 50 years or something. Oh my god. Maybe draw the foot on the right of the image, more of a side profile. Yeah, but I'm going for like a specific kind of like a look with the feet. Like people who don't have thunder thighs and are skinty enough, when they cross their legs, they can make it so that their legs are like parallel to each other, as opposed to it being like a fucking like an acute angle. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm like so... I can't believe I'm spending so much time on her feet. Goodbye. Goodbye, dogs. I took them out back. Speaking of dogs, on a more lighter note, the Pokemon, I didn't watch it, but I saw the new starters, which are now currently my entire feed on Twitter, which I'm not mad at because I don't know. I think it seemed like the main consensus is that people like the new starters for Pokemon Wind and Waves. And I really like them. The fire starter is pretty much like it. Like fire starter is very cute, but it's also it is also just a fiery Pomeranian. But the Brout and the Gekwa, love them. I love them. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting the game anytime soon or if I ever get it at all, because that would require having to get a Switch too. But my affinity is towards the water types, so if I were to ever play it, I'd probably get Gekwa. But I also really do love Brout. Little uninspired. Yeah, I was gonna say it is a bit uninspired. I feel like they don't really take a lot of like. I don't know, what was like the most like riskiest they've been with Pokemon starters? Like what's been like the most like craziest like starter squad, right? They've all kind of been like similar in that they're all small little things. Did you complete the map game yet? The map game that I played, there's only a demo of it. The full game is not out yet. I finished the demo, but yeah, the full game's not out. Steam is like doing like a Steam Fest thing, so they had a lot of demos available for a lot of games. Chikorita? I guess so. Is Chikorita even based off of any animal? It kind of looks like I think she's like probably based off of like a radish, right? Chikorita is like a just like spice on her hide or something like that. Something like that. I think that's pretty good from memory. I don't remember if she has a tail. Tail? Tail? Tail. 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 I don't remember. I imagine with like how many generations of Pokemon games that they've had, if they have to like make new Pokemons, they're gonna run out of like ideas. I mean, they've already have run out of ideas, I imagine. But I imagine the pool of ideas must be very limited. Maybe they'll make like a short Pokemon. Or make a Pokemon just looks like a foot. But yeah, so now it's just a matter of waiting for the game and seeing how their evolutions will look, and if the dog Pokemon is gonna stay on all four legs or not. My money's on no, but people still have hope. So hopefully they'll get what they want. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 11. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm so over it. I'm so over feet. Don't know how I feel about the grass owl, but the grass owl looks so cool. I only care about the looks. I don't really care about like how helpful it'll be in like battles and stuff. Okay. You know, my plan was to make like multiple doodles of things. For me to be spending all my time on just one drawing, it's kind of like pissing me off a little bit. But I guess this is what happens when you don't like really plan things. Okay, let's do what a normal person would do and like outline. Start like, all right, excuse me, I'm gonna draw your hips for a second. So hips, right? And then my thought process was that her leg would be like from here, like this. So that it'd be like this. Like that. Alright. And then her foot dangling, whatever. So that's there. And then the other leg would be tucked under here somewhere. And cross over to here. So then it'd be like that, and then her toes would be like that. It's just a second green owl. Yeah, they probably could be doing a little bit more than just like bird starters. Especially when you already have like Rowlet, and then whoever I kind of don't remember the starter. I guess the previous starter wasn't a grass owl. It was a grass like cat or something. But they do use a lot of birds. I guess like for birds it's like the safest bet because they can just like make them big-eyed, small beak, and it's like ooh kawaii. This needs to be... Like, does that look normal? I'm trying to make her look, like, sophisticated. But I feel like I don't have the skills to do it, or I can't do it right now. I swear, when having a drawing come out right is such an RNG moment sometimes. Like, sometimes you can get lucky and it'll come out looking right, but other times... I'm fumbling. Her right leg seems to not have a knee. Her right. The knee is like tucked in here. So the idea is like the perspective wise, it'd be coming forward. And then her knee would be here. It doesn't really show much because her left thigh kind of is covering it, but it would be up to here. The thing is, like, you're not seeing any of this here because she's wearing a dress. That's the whole purpose of the dress. So it's very much, it's nothing to do with the legs. It's just very much like it has to do with the fact that I can't draw fucking godforsaken feet. Also, every single day I have gotten so many spam calls, and at this point I just don't pick up any calls anymore, and I don't know what to do with myself. Every single day there's at least like 5-6 spam callers. They get marked as spam on my phone, and I'm like, I'm being bombarded with so many spam calls. I don't... My god, I'm so over it. Okay. change your phone number, but I've had my phone number for like so long. I also feel like I think the spam calls really started like I actually don't remember what started the spam calls. I think at one point it had to do with the fact that like because I own a place now, it's kind of like a lot of like homeowner type of spam call type of stuff. And I think someone, the other parts is that like someone out there used my number for something. Someone by the name of Hannah. Hannah, if I ever find you, I'm coming to fucking kill you. And they signed up something with my phone number. I'm pretty sure it wasn't intentional because I think some of the things that I get were like job related things. But it's bad. There's actually one number on there that was actually like a repeat. They called once and then they called another time and I recognized it. And I was like, I recognize it, and that like I seen that number before call me and I didn't pick up because I just assume everything is spam now. And I'm just like, okay, so someone might have been actually trying to reach out to me, but my thing is that like once I get a number that I don't recognize, if it's in within like an area code I'm familiar with, I try to look it up online to see if it's like any reputable like business or like somebody, or if it's like a doctor's office or something like that. And nothing shows up, then I'm just like, nope, I'm not picking it up. If you care to, you'll leave a voicemail. I hope, but I don't know. I like my phone number. The thing is, my thought process is that even if I change my phone number and then I start updating like profiles and things like where I shop at and all that stuff to have this new number, I feel like they're just gonna start calling that old number. I mean, that's the new number. I like my number because there's like a certain like there's a pattern to it without saying what it is, obviously, but there's like a pattern to it that kind of rolls off the tongue. So I gave her 4 toes. 4 toes. 4 toes. Guys, what should I have for lunch today? I like hate myself, so I'm gonna order food so I can make myself feel better. Oh, I think I said I was gonna go out and get a salad. That would require me having to go out. Chat, what should I get for lunch? I have to say thing with emails. Yahoo's not marking spam. Yeah, I don't get too much spam emails, or if I do, they get marked appropriately and they go into the spam folder that I never look at. But emails, I've gotten like really bad when it comes to like checking my emails and like keeping it like organized and like checked off and stuff. So my emails build up a lot. Get something that has chicken in it. Chicken. Where do you keep them chickens? I guess the salad that I was thinking about was gonna have chicken in it. Should I just go out? I'm gonna freaking cry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like need to table her feet for like another day or something like that. I can't get this to work. I can't get her stupid toesies to work. What if I just hide it for now? Forget it. I'm over it. I'm going to keep her feetless for now, and maybe if I ever get around to figuring out how to do it, I'll do it. I can't do it right now. I'm like so beside myself over how annoyed I am. See, I did everything else just fine. Stupid feet. Stupid feet. There. Raps? I'm not the biggest fan of raps. I like sometimes like a rap will like hit, but I kind of like, I don't like really biting into like tortilla wraps. I've had it on occasions where I have had it and I've enjoyed it. Hang on. Hello? Am I back? As soon as I said hang on, my internet just like my OBS disconnected. Am I back? I don't know the timing about that. Hello, Jessiel. Oh, that's right. I have that thing where you can't message until like 10 minutes or something. Okay. That was just really weird timing. Alright. Is it because I hit 11? Who knows? Let's see what my lunch options are. Maybe I should just go out and get food. The weather is not bad today. It's decent. I can go out in like a fucking sweater. Maybe I'll just get a salad. I'll just get a salad. We're gonna get a salad. Good idea, me. Thanks, me. This place that I have started getting salads from. The salads in general are always so expensive to get. I feel like. But this place has, but I really like how they make their stuff. So I'm gonna, actually I don't know why I'm about to place the order now as if I'm not gonna go out. I'll do it later. All right. What should I draw? What if I draw the new starters from memory? I don't remember. Oh wait, they're like puffy in the bottom, right? I don't remember what the top looks like. It's like that, and then it's leaf. And then there's a beak. Big eyes? Big eyes. Big eyes? Big eyes. Doesn't look quite as cute. I think their eyes are... kind of looks a little bit like looks like the Pokemon that's not Torchic. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, hang on. So this is Brout. And then the other one is just like a fluff ball. Does he even have feet? I'm sure he has feet. What's even unique about him besides for the fact that he has like a red tuft here? Nothing, right? Pretty uninspired for a design, but it's so cute that it's like okay. And I love that the Ace Attorney like Twitter is making like references to him looking like Missile from Ace Attorney and also Ghost Trick. Wow. And then I won't be able to draw Gekwa. Gekwa is very like pretty. It does look like they would be like the pre-evolved form of like the whatever Sobble evolves into, Inteleon or whatever it's called. I think he has ears or something. Something sticks out. Man, that's ugly. They have like a butt plug tail though. I remember that. What is this called? Pomadom? And this is Gekwa. I do like the name Gekwa though. They have a what now? I mean, it's kind of like a butt plug. Sergeant Frog? I was wondering why it looked familiar. It's something like that. A series where I just draw Pokemon from memory. It's something like that. That's close enough, I think. How do you... I've only ever drawn Sobble once, but I don't... What kind of eye does Sobble have? Something like that, right? And then there's like a mouth. Their mouth is always agape. And then they got like... No. I think they have a body. Like this. And I think they have feet. This is my favorite Pokemon, by the way. Do they have a tail? Is it like that? Something like that, I think. There you go. That's Sobble. I don't remember Sobble's brethren. I don't remember the other starters from Sobble's generation. Chris, you would know. What are the other Pokemons that are paired with Sobble, and what are the other starters with Sobble? I'm gonna draw them based on whatever memory I have when I see their name. Assuming Chris is even here. He might have disappeared. I didn't mean to make it look like a phallic dick, but I guess I kind of made Pikachu look like a phallic dick. I was just trying to have him have like soggy like cheeks or sagging cheeks, but I just made him look like a chode. Goomba? Oh, Goomba would be like probably a more like a PG reference. Give us a Dragonair. Dragonair is... Dragonair is like... This isn't right. This isn't right at all. How do I make you look pretty? That's not right. What kind of mouth does it have? I don't remember. Ooh. Ooh. You got the thing on the ears. Ooh. 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 Do you have things on your head? Ooh. That Dratini. Yeah, I was thinking about Dratini. I don't remember what separates Dratini from Dragonair. Does Dragonair have feet? No, that's not it. Does Dragonair have like a fin? What does Dragonair have? That kind of looks like a weird Gyarados. What the? I don't remember what does Dragonair have. Here, let me Google. Let me see. I finished my Dragonair drawing. Let me Google what Dragonair looks like. Dragonair. Ooh damn. Ooh damn. Damn. I don't know if I would even remotely call that close. I forgot what the nose looked like. Got a little cute head. And then they got wings. And then the eye is like super big. And then they got like a little ball here. Can you rip the ball off of its neck? Is that like a wart? Has anyone ever questioned the ball on the Dragonair? They also have like a questionable, like another butt plug type of tail. Love that for our queen. There you go. These could be a little bit feathery, more feathery. That still doesn't look very good. What does Sobble look like? Hang on. Sobble. My sweetheart. No! Someone says they fumbled Sobble by giving him the worst final starter Pokemon. What? What? What does this mean? Getting a do-over on Sobble? Stop! Why are people so mean to Sobble? My sweetheart. No, people are being so mean to Sobble. My favorite. My guy. My guy, my dude, Sobble. Sobble, don't listen to the haters. You're beautiful. My favorite sweetheart. Sobble. I give head pet. Sobble, don't listen to the haters. They will never understand how perfect you are. Pat. My sweetheart. What did my Sobble look like? How about Ditto? Ditto. 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 Ooh. Ditto. I mean, does Ditto have like a set form? The idea is that he's like jiggly, right? I don't. Can you fuck up a Ditto? Ooh. Maybe like that. Ooh. What's wrong with it? That blob doesn't look quite right. Hang on. Maybe not so much squiggles. Does he have a tongue? And he has like hands or something. I like this is like the essence of a Ditto. I don't remember if this is its exact shape though. I feel like it's probably like an art to perfecting its actual body, but it's like something like that, I think. Wow. Ditto's your fave? Yeah. Ditto's pretty good. Can't go wrong with Ditto. Where everything he turns into just has like a stupid silly face. Wow. Alright, this stream is now devolved into just drawing Pokemon. I guess that one doodle with her lack of legs is enough. Ludicolo? I literally don't even know what that is. I thought maybe that was like a misspelling of Lucario, but what is Ludicolo? It's like a Coca-Cola, but like with Ludwig on it. Sombrero wearing egg-shaped guy. I have like the essence of him, but I don't remember. Like he's got like he's a big guy, right? He's got like the hands, the big hands, something like that, and then like big feet. I don't fucking remember. This doesn't look quite right. And then he has like a silly face. What does his face look like? Ooh. Ooh. I think he like looks up or something like that. And then he has like a big mouth. Or like, it's like... Does he have teeth? No. I don't remember what his eyes look like. Is it like mad eyes? No, it's like smaller eyes. He's got a big mouth, right? I feel like I remember him having a big mouth, but I don't remember like what he... I feel like I remember his hat looking like this or something like that. I think there's more to it. Is there like leaves? Like... Give him Pikachu eyes. Wow. He kind of looks like something from Super Meat Boy. It's a pineapple at the top? Oh, is it like meant to be like a palm tree or something like that? Ditto, you're in the fucking way. No, it's too tall. That button reversed. So it's like... There you go. Kind of looks a little bit stressed. Alright, let me look it up. What's his name? Oh, Ludicolo? Ludicolo. Ludicolo. Let's see. Oh, it's a beak. Oh, I completely misremembered the sombrero. Oh, it's because I was thinking of his poncho. Oh, I was kind of close in that I wasn't close at all. Oh, he doesn't have fingers. What the hell? What's wrong with his hands? Kind of there. It's kind of there. Not really. Not really. In fact, I did. I mean, the teeth were a joke. I know that he didn't have teeth like that, but you know, who would have guessed that he didn't have any fingers or toes? He's wearing mittens. Oh, they're mittens? I guess that makes sense. What the hell is he doing wearing mittens? I don't even, what is he even supposed to be? Like, what kind of creature is he? Is he like a kappa? It's kind of like a kappa because of the hat thing. The thing on his head. What do kappas look like? Something like that. And then they got the beak. And they're like really mean. I forgot. Oh, a lily pad. Lily pad, lily pad, lily pad. Like a kappa. Alright, give me one last Pokemon. Give me one last Pokemon to draw. What's one last Pokemon to draw? Save this spot for them, whoever the last one is. Mew? Mew? Does Mew have ears? I asked that question, but I don't... I'm thinking. He's got big eyes. He has I think he has like a snout, not a snout, but something that protrudes out for his nose or something like that. Like that. Does he have ears? Oh. Oh, that's looking like something. That's looking like something. Hang on. That looks almost, I think his head is a little bit longer, like that, or wider. Like that. It's looking like something. Does he have maybe the small ones? It's looking like something. It's got like little small hands probably, and then like a ooh, and it's got long feet, right? I gotta remember Pokemon Snap. Oh, I'm getting somewhere. It's looking like something. Oh, what's the tail look like? Is it like another butt plug? Or it's like a whip? Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I feel like I'm seeing the vision. That looks not too bad, right? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm pretty happy about that. Hang on. Pokemon Mew. Oh, I made him look way cuter. Or made them look way cuter. The end of the tail is bigger. Wait, where did the Mew go? I made them super anime. Oh, the big feet. Okay, she doesn't have the stomach thing. Bigger hands. I made the eyes way too big. The eyes kind of look like fucking didn't I do it for you? That dog. Not bad, not bad. I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud, even though I've never drawn Mew. Oh, Mew kind of has like a phallic body. You see that? It's pretty phallic. Wait, where's Mew? Like that. Oh, and then a head. Oh no. Wow. Alright. That's it. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. Anyway, that was a mess of a stream. It devolved into something I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to draw Pokemon here. Where's my original drawing? That's not it. That's not it. Amongst all that Pokemon, therein lies a drawing that I was attempting to do. I'll draw the feet. I'll figure out the feet on my own. I might just not have her cross-legged. Maybe I'll just have her feet just up. We'll see. Anyway, I'm doing something later, I think. And then tomorrow I'm either going to the hospital to visit grandma, or hopefully she'll be home before then. And if not, I will maybe, I don't know. I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow where I am, but we'll see. Anyway, I said thanks for joining me on this little morning stream. Is she sick? It's like kind of the usual thing for her. She'll go in I think once a month or something for blood transfusions, and sometimes her blood will be just too low that they have to keep her overnight or for a couple of days to get it back to normal. My grandma is she has thin blood, so her body doesn't retain enough blood for herself, and sometimes her oxygen level gets a little bit too low too, so they keep her in for that sometimes. It's like a her stays at the hospital is not reoccurring, but she has been in there a couple of times for the same reason type of thing. So hopefully she'll be okay. But that's how it is when you're over 90 something years old. She's pretty old and frail, but she's very stubborn when it comes to living. So I don't know. Hopefully she'll be okay. But yeah, that's how life is. Thanks, Jessiel. I appreciate it. Alright. Hope you guys can enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. If people call you not normal, then do your best to just embrace it and don't be like me. Don't ever follow in my footsteps. And be sad about it. Alright. Have a good rest of your day. And I'll stream the next time I stream. It'll probably be art again because that's all I do. Alright. Bye, guys.